She wakes up knowing that this day does not belong to her. There are no questions waiting for answers, no choices to be made. Everything has already been decided. The room is quiet. The light is soft. Nothing about the morning feels unusual. And yet this is not the most important day of her life. It is the day her life stops being her own. She has been forced into marriage, not asked, not consulted, promised long before she could understand what that promise meant. For centuries, this was not unusual. It was expected, a normal part of life for millions of women across different cultures and eras. This is a day in the life of a woman forced into marriage. Before the wedding, her world was already small. Her days followed a narrow path laid out by others. She woke early, worked inside the home, and learned discipline before independence. She cleaned, cooked, and helped raise younger siblings. She learned when to speak, and more importantly, when not to. Obedience was praised. Silence was rewarded. Important decisions never passed through her hands: where she would live, who she would marry, what kind of future she would have. These choices were discussed quietly in rooms she was never invited into. Conversations happened around her, but never with her. Marriage was always waiting for her, not as a dream, not as a promise of happiness, but as an obligation. It was presented as destiny, as tradition, as something that simply happened to women like her. The agreement was not built on love. It was built on convenience, on money, on property, on alliances between families. A marriage could settle debts, strengthen social ties, protect land or status. Her feelings were irrelevant to the arrangement. Her future was a detail. While adults discussed her life, she remained silent, not because she agreed, but because her opinion was never expected. She was taught that resistance was dangerous, that questioning authority brought consequences, that acceptance was the safest path. Her role was simple: to comply, to adapt, to disappear into a decision made for her. As the wedding day approaches, there is no excitement, only preparation. She is told what to wear, how to stand, where to look, when to lower her eyes. Others speak for her. Others decide what is appropriate. Others define what this moment is supposed to mean. No one asks if she is afraid. No one asks if she understands. No one asks if she wants this life. On the day of the ceremony, everything moves quickly. There is no pause for reflection, no space for hesitation. The ritual feels formal and distant. Words are spoken, promises are exchanged, but none of them are hers. The ceremony does not mark a beginning, it marks a transfer. She no longer belongs to her family, she now belongs to her husband. After the wedding, the world shifts slightly. The house is different, the rules are different, the expectations are heavier, but the lack of choice remains exactly the same. She now wakes under a new authority, answers to a new voice, lives according to a new set of demands. Her daily routine fills with obligations, household duties, social expectations, the constant pressure to behave correctly. Her wishes matter less than ever. Her thoughts are private, but her actions are monitored. Her identity slowly dissolves into a single role: wife, caretaker, possession. She is expected to adapt quietly, to accept her place without complaint, to perform her role with grace. From the outside, everything appears normal. The family approves, the community approves, tradition justifies the arrangement. Her silence is not seen as suffering, it is seen as virtue. Days blend into one another. The routine becomes familiar. The weight becomes constant. Over time, resistance fades into endurance. The life she never chose becomes the only life she knows. History records dates, ceremonies, and contracts. It records marriages and alliances. It records names and property. But rarely does it record consent. Millions of women lived entire lives without ever choosing them, not because they were incapable, but because choice was never offered. Their stories were considered ordinary, too common to document, too accepted to question. For them, this was not just a single day. It was the beginning of a life without freedom. Not every prison has bars. Some are built from tradition.